Welcome back to The Express at SFU in Burnaby. This place was once dubbed the Instant University. It started with an idea in 1964 and it became a completed building, opening its doors to students in 1965. Now our next back-to-school story is also about evolution, in this case a comfy kids clothing line, Peekaboo Beans.
It's that time of year again, and kids, big and small, are getting ready for school.
Yeah, I like this. That looks really nice.
Yeah.
Tracy Costa is the director of play here at Peekaboo Beans, a clothing line devoted to keeping kids comfortable.
The biggest difference is that we focus on a playful lifestyle. So we're more about the passion for play, and we're more focused on what's important for children so that they can be independent, so that they can dress themselves, so that they're comfortable. The great thing about this jacket is, again, it's reversible.
It all started when she had her first daughter, Kaylin.
Can you show me the other side, honey? Being a new mom, I just loved going to all of the play groups and doing so many things with her. But I wanted her to look sweet too.
Very nice.
I thought, you know, she should be able to dress herself and should have that independence. The detailing on it is inspired like an old pearl necklace, so that's really sweet.
It's clothing good for infants to 8-year-olds. The Peekaboo head office is located here in Richmond, and it's not uncommon to have little ones running around.
There's always kids in our office. We have our warehouse here, we have our staff here, we have an amazing culture that supports a real working mom environment. Our first core value is family first. This is our raincoat. It's a water-resistant jacket. It's a nice, thick material. Kaylin loves coming. Like, she just loves it. She sits down and she does her own little designs. And so it's part of who we are, and it's part of what we're passionate about, too. And so if mom's happy and her kids are happy, then she's going to be, you know, loving what she's doing.
In Richmond, I'm Melanie Pineda for The Express.
For a list of stores in your neighborhood, you can go to Tracy's website, peekaboobeans.com. We're carrying on with our back-to-school fashion with today's West Coast Style feature with a lesson on buying smart.
Pacific Center's West Coast Style is brought to you by Pacific Center.
The West Coast is one of the most beautiful places on the planet, and I'm on the hunt to make sure that the people here look just as good as where they live. I'm Mansour, and I'm a lifestyle journalist searching for the most cutting-edge fashion and beauty hotspots, deals, and tips, all in our own backyard. I'll do the shopping so you don't have to. This is West Coast Style. Fall is in the air, and university and college students all around the Lower Mainland are going back to school. We're meeting up with one UBC student to find her some affordable back-to-school fashion without compromising style. First up, Winners, right here in downtown Vancouver. Our student shopper is 19-year-old second-year UBC student Sabrina Lozer.
My personal style is cute, casual. I like to keep it relaxed, but also I like to have some nice, trendier pieces to mix it up.
Hey, Sabrina.
Hey.
It's so nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, too.
Are you ready for some back-to-school shopping?
Yeah, definitely. I'm so excited.
What are you looking for this season?
I'm kind of looking for a knit sweater, maybe a jacket, and a pair of boots.
There's a key that I want you to know about how to mill through all the stuff, and that is to look at the materials that the sweaters are made out of. So this sweater, the detailing is great because it gives it an added punch, but as you can see, it's actually a very traditional cardigan. Chunky sweaters are definitely coming back in. Now let's go find you a jacket.
Yeah.
It's so important to find a coat that has a good structured lining. Now something like this is a beautiful coat. The lining, not that great, but if you go to another coat that's a little bit better quality, the material is much better. So we've got the coat, we've got the sweaters, now there's one thing left, shoes. I saw these and I knew that they would be perfect. Say if you have to go to a job interview or your part-time job and then come back to school and look great for a presentation. These gum boots are excellent because they kind of go with all the trends that are happening for this season. What do you like about this look?
I really like the chunky knit and how the belt kind of shows my waist a little bit so I'm not completely lost in it.
Just because you're a student doesn't mean you can't look polished and refined. Well, now this looks like something that you could wear for school or even for, you know, after school, going for a beer with friends.
Yeah.
You look great. Now I think you need a few backpacks, some bags, some outer pieces. Definitely. And I'm going to take you to one of my favorite stores, Plenty on Robson.
Plenty is definitely offering more variety within our backpacks and bags. They're still super chic, but super functional at the same time.
Every fashionista on UBC campus needs a very stylish yet functional bag to put everything in. This is a really fun style. It's kind of that army, military style that we saw last season. The interesting thing about this bag is that it's made out of 21 water bottles recycled to make this gorgeous bag.
Oh, I like it a lot. It's comfortable too.
Sabrina's all set for back to school, but for those at home, here's our style tip of the week. When shopping for affordable items, look for quality materials and added detailing to give it a high-end look. I'm Mansour in Vancouver for West Coast Style.
Pacific Center's West Coast Style has been brought to you by Pacific Center.
You can hit up Winners or a Plenty store to find some of those back-to-school pieces Sabrina was wearing. And as Mana says, if you keep in mind today's tips, you'll be learning in style. You're watching The Express, and we've got a couple twists on back-to-school shopping coming up.
After the break, campus cards, the new way for students to save.
This is all done using non-toxic colouring.
Eco-friendly school supplies at Lavish and Lime.
You have your sandwich on the top.
The Express. We are your local voice.
Community programming on Shaw has been generously sponsored in part by
hairstyling and color services for Shaw TV, provided by The Lounge Hair Studio, loungehairstudio.com.
Hey, what you watching? Me? I'm just a TV. I mean, I'm not even human. You've got the remote control. You can change channels if you don't like what you're watching. You can flick me on and off, and on and off, and whoa, I'm getting dizzy. You see, you're smarter than me. You get to choose from all kinds of neat stuff. Funny shows, nature shows, shows about people all over the world. Ouch! In real life, you know, that would hurt. You get to learn how to make stuff, how to draw stuff. Me, I don't get to do any of this stuff. I'm just the TV that plays it for you. Yep, I sure wish I was as smart as you. Did somebody get that cat off my head? Look at it this way. You can talk to your best friends, your mom or dad, about all the stuff you see on TV. And besides, you have choices. You've got books and sports, and you can go outside and play. Where is outside anyway? I'm just the TV. You're the smart one. Well, so long. See you next time.
Welcome back to The Express at SFU on Burnaby Mountain. Did you know that 80% of a child's learning is based on their vision? With percentages like that, it's no surprise that a yearly checkup is paramount to a student's development. And also why the Whistler Eye Clinic is busy for back to school.
My house is so heavy.
Her mom reads to her, but 6-year-old Ella Colpitz will soon be figuring out words and sentences on her own in school this year.
I'm going into grade 1. I'm excited to go back to school. I like to play outside when it's recess. And I like when my dad or my mom picks me up from school.
But sometimes kids don't see their schooling as clearly as parents think.
But a bed made of twigs is too scratchy.
1 in 5 children have a vision disorder. And it's actually an interesting stat that 17% of children who have been diagnosed with a learning disability actually have a correctable vision problem. Because we don't know how our children see a lot of the times, it does sometimes go undiagnosed, children with vision problems.
Ready to get your eyes checked?
And that's why optometrists such as Shay Colpitz recommend children start out their school year with an eye exam. Signs parents or teachers can look out for include kids using their finger to read along a sentence, headaches, or below average grades in reading or math.
Could you hold that in front of your eyes, Ella? A lot of times they can be concentrating so much on trying to make out what that letter is or what that word might be that they're losing a lot of the time what they should be concentrating on what they're learning.
Shay shines a light in Ella's eyes to determine the health of her eyes.
Very well done. We can read how the light comes out, whether they are nearsighted or farsighted or have astigmatism.
Excellent work. In which case, glasses are needed. Gone are the days of the four-eyed nerd. Geek has become chic around high school hallways these days.
Fun. A lot of kids are going with more fun frames, darker frames, frames that make more of a statement. I think eyewear is certainly more accepted now than it might have been at one point in time.
Ella doesn't mind trying on glasses. This is one doctor's checkup kids can have fun with.
I like to get my eyes checked because it's fun. And after you get to pick a prize maybe for kids.
The ultimate prize? Keeping kids' sight clearly focused on life. From the Whistler Eye Clinic, I'm Nicole Fitzgerald for The Express.
The BC Medical Services Plan covers the cost of exams for kids starting from newborn all the way to 18 years old. Ella had her first exam when she was just 1. So now you've got your specs. What about the rest of your supplies? At Lavish and Lime, you can find eco-friendly products that are good for the kids and good for the planet.
Lavish and Lime offers green and eco-friendly back-to-school products in all colors of the rainbow. Very popular this year are the items needed to make waste-free lunches.
Many schools are moving towards this whole waste-free concept. So you can't use paper, you can't use plastic. So in turn we've looked out a variety of different products which are either stainless steel based or non-toxic BPA-free plastic to reduce the post-eating waste. This is a great new lunchbox. You have your sandwich on the top and then you flick up the bottom and you've got compartments for your grapes, your nuts, carrots and cucumber.
It's a great way to eliminate plastic bags.
Exactly.
Lavish and Lime is an online retailer whose products are all good for the earth and also stylish and unique.
And as you can see, they've got some funky designs here too. So making waste-free lunches, adding a touch of cool.
And before the kids dig into those litterless lunches, a little hand sanitizer can make a big difference.
Well, the most important thing about hand sanitizer is that for children it's alcohol-free. So in terms of hand sanitizers, we use a natural hand sanitizer. It's time-based and it kills up to 99% of known germs.
Lavish and Lime also offers school supplies for students of all ages, starting with pencils that are made by wrapping recycled newspapers around the pencil lead. Then there are the notebooks.
So there are two types of journal we're using. One is made from post-consumer waste with recycled newspapers, and the other type is made from sugarcane. Now, the sugarcane production process generates a lot of waste, so it's taking that sugarcane pulp and creating paper.
You would never know that it's made with sugarcane. That's
amazing.
And
also, you can see the graphics are pretty impressive, and this is all done using non-toxic colouring.
Wow.
And that one there is the perfect apple for teacher.
In North Vancouver, I'm Kendall Harris for The Express.
To see a full list of the back-to-school products, you can go to lavishandlime.com. As we've seen on today's show, between the school supplies, the new glasses, and the new wardrobe, going back to school often means spending money. But if you're a college or university student in the Lower Mainland, there's a new way that you can keep the costs down, as long as you play your cards right.
Some may think going back to school is a bit of a gamble with all the money you have to spend, especially if you're taking a course that requires spending money on specific items.
I'm studying design, and before I was taking other design courses, and the supplies are pretty expensive, and they do require certain brands.
Although the cost of supplies can add up quickly, it's often the non-essential items that end up costing the most.
Going out to the bar and cabbing to and from the bar and paying cover and buying drinks, all that kind of stuff can be quite expensive.
A new Vancouver-based company called Campus Cards has turned to playing cards to allow companies to advertise to students who are looking to save money.
We're printing off 30,000 cards for our first run,
and that'll go to 3 local post-secondary universities. So it'll go to primarily to UBC, Simon Fraser University, and the University of Fraser Valley.
The best way to save money is to not spend it all, but if you find yourself having to spend money, find discounts that apply for students.
Minimizing is the money that you spend outside of your house while doing different things is the best bet, really.
Use the discounts when you can. Go use those incentives to, or those places that are offering discounts that are student-friendly places, right? So yeah, just be frugal with your money.
So whether you're looking to stay in shape and keep healthy while in school, or you just want to go out for some food or maybe some drinks to get away from all your studying, Campus Cards has a discount for you.
Hair salons. In Abbotsford, there's a Knockout Studio that's offering a percentage discount off. Again, Pita Pit and Booster Juice are offering kind of rotating specials that'll be updated monthly, so we'll encourage students to check out our website to get those updated offers as well.
And the hope is the payoff of not having money while being in school is all worth it once you're finished.
If it's going to land you the job that's going to make more money throughout the rest of your life, then definitely it's worth it.
I'm Peter Verge in Vancouver for The Express.
Oh, we get free cover with our discount card. Joe's it is.
You can go to campuscards.ca to stay up to date on all the deals. And for more ideas on living large in the Lower Mainland, we've got today's Express Spotlight.
September's a great time to clean out your kids' closets. Share the wealth at the Kids Stuff Only swap meet in Burnaby. The Rainbow Warrior Festival celebrates Greenpeace's 40th anniversary and will feature campaign workshops, banner painting, climb training, and special guest speakers. Celebrate Surrey's youth. Youth Fest will showcase a lineup of local youth bands, activities, skateboard demos, and a teen dance.
And that's it for today's Express Back to School special from SFU in Burnaby. It's back to it for us as well, and we do love to hear from you. So you can send us an email, theexpress@shaw.ca. You can talk to us on Facebook, and you can follow us on Twitter. Happy learning.